asked the question, what do we carry in our day pack? And what do we carry for emergency purposes? So that's what we're going to talk about now. My day pack is a camelback mule. It has a water bladder that goes to the back of the pack. It's about, it fills up to about 3 liters or 3 quarts of water. And when I go for a day hike, I fill it up to the top to the 3 liters. In the front, of course, I have some hand sanitizer. And now if I turn the pack around, on the very first pocket, let me just grab it out. I always have an emergency whistle. It also has a compass and a thermometer. So let me put that back in. A tip is always zipper up your zippers on your backpacks, otherwise things will pull out. In the second pocket, on a day hike, typically if it's under 10 miles, we'll just bring a sandwich with us, and I carry my sandwich and Trouble sandwich. I have an outside pocket, and because of no trace, this actually is very, very, very rarely used, but you still need it. I have a trowel, a juice of spade, toilet paper. I have water already with some Brahma's soap. I like to clean my hands with soap and water. And I also have an extra hand sanitizer in here and some wipes. If I go to my next pocket, in this pocket, it's the end of March, beginning of April. Bug season will be coming very soon. So I have a bug net with me. I have some 100 DEET with me. When it gets a little bit warmer, I'll be carrying some sunscreen. One of the features that you may want to consider when you get a day pack, if they have it, is this particular day pack has a clip. And what I do is I clip my wallet, which has my identification, the money, the credit cards, but you'll see that I have 2 keys. One key is Trouble's key, car key, and the other is mine. When we go on hikes, typically we'll take Trouble's car. And so Trouble has a car key, and I carry an extra one just in case Trouble would lose his key. It hasn't happened, but that's part of our emergency planning. I always carry extra food, a couple of protein bars, and always we have our headlamp available to us, because you never know in an emergency. You might be coming out in the dark, or if you have to, an emergency, stay overnight, you're going to need your headlamp. Always check your headlamp before you leave for the trail to make sure that the battery is good, or if it's a rechargeable one, that it's recharged. I have a face mask, and let me see what else. Do I have anything else? No, I think that's about it. And that's what I carry in my day pack. So, Trouble, what do you carry in your day pack?
I have an Osprey Stratus 50-liter pack. It's fairly large, but a lot of times, especially in the winter, we'll put coats and stuff in there. So it works out pretty good. Plus, I use the fanny pack. So, you know, as part of the 10 essentials, you always need to carry water and an extra bottle of water. We need some sort of navigation. So we use the Garmin InReach along with, we have maps. So we always carry maps, paper maps, the area that we're hiking in. In addition, our watches and phones do provide some additional sort of navigational information. As you can see, it's a spring back, which is pretty good during the summer, gives you ventilation. A lot of times I'll carry this whistle. It's an emergency whistle. Also, if there's any bears in the area, it's a deterrent for the bears. I also carry a small compass and a thermometer. So I have a sweat rag also attached to it, and some camera hardware. In the brain, I usually carry some additional or replacement, head cap, gloves, got toiletries in there. And today I'm carrying, as you can see, Dilly Dally is trying a new pair of shoes, so I'm carrying her old shoes in case they don't work out. But so far she's doing good enough. Also, not particularly on a day like today, but in the summertime I do carry a water filter system. This is the Be Free that we used on the Appalachian Trail. Works out great. And there's also a cup in here for a scoop cup. So I have a spare puffy. And in here is some emergency supplies. So in here there's a cup. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really pull it out, but there's a steel cup that we could use to boil water or do anything like that. So it's an emergency cup. This is an Nalgene bottle that I store all the small emergency supplies in it. So in there's a knife, duct tape, waterproof matches, lighter, starting, kindling, light, and extra batteries. And that's most of the stuff that's in there. Plus an Nalgene bottle would serve as a emergency water supply if needed. Also carry, just my headlamp and the spare light. Again, sometimes we hike with others, and sometimes they don't always bring what they do. Got the sunscreen if needed, waterproof bag if we needed. This is a windbreaker rain jacket. And then this is, carry 2 ponchos typically. That we can use if there's heavy rain, or we can make shelter out of them. So that's that. Sealskin socks. And some cordage if I had to make a shelter. And then this is sort of strapping. So if we had to carry out Dilly Dally or somebody, basically use this to make harnesses and different things like that. We also used it a couple times. We used it when we were climbing, especially in icy areas. So that worked out pretty good. Sort of a insulated thermal blanket and second poncho. So that's pretty much everything in the pack. If we're going out in the winter, we bring bivy sacks and some more shelter, as well as a saw. And if we go in the wilderness, I also would bring a saw. So that's pretty much all the safety equipment that we bring, and spare clothes as far as the 10 essentials. Do carry extra food in here, and here, sunglasses we have if needed for some protection. I got some bear spray. Not this particular hike, but a lot of the hikes in Jersey, there's a high presence of bears, and we've seen a lot of bear activity. So do carry a bear spray with it. And in here is a knife and some tools. So this knife and some tools. So that's pretty much everything that I carry on it. And like I said, as far as emergency, best thing to do is plan for your hike, know where you're going, know the terrain, weather conditions. And like I said, I probably would, if it was cold or we're doing wilderness hiking, would definitely bring additional survival equipment. It's pretty light, so it's not a major thing. So that's it. Stay out of trouble.